Yes, we
Are
are
we here?
live. I can
Can you
still
hear
hear
me?
you. I can
Okay.
hear you.
That was nuts. Like, what the hell?
That was very
Oh,
strange. Yeah, so we'll give people a
oh,
little bit of time because I know we've had some starts and stops, and we'll get started with the intro. Hello, everybody.
oh my
Welcome.
God.
Champagne Dreamers, welcome back. Or if you are new here, I don't know how you found me, but welcome. Hello, Dawn. My name is Janessa, and I'm North Dakota's trash queen of glam, geek, and gore. Looking especially trashy right now. We're at the very beginning of the look.
Oh,
And yeah, we are going to do Winterween with my good Judy Dion Laura. And go ahead and introduce yourself.
hello, my name is Dion Laura, and I'm just going to keep it short. The basis to the Crazy Troll Nation. Hey, beautiful Joe. How you doing?
So,
The bottom line to the Crazy Troll Nation, which is what I call my channel. Hey, Janet, is self-acceptance, self-love, embrace your natural features, and handsome if you want to, self-acceptance, self-love, do what you want to do and just rock it. So
I love it. Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Yes. So we are doing Winterween. So we are doing holiday looks, but with a Halloween spooky kind of flavor. So very excited. And thank you for coming back. I know we had lots of starts and stops, so we appreciate you
oh my
being here.
God.
And
Yeah,
I
we
am, oh,
we
go
came
ahead.
and left like 7 times because either her side was black or my side was black, or I couldn't hear her, or she couldn't hear me, or we couldn't hear each other. So it's so like the last 10 minutes has been just crazy.
Yeah, it has been it has been wild, but we managed to get on here
Oh
and we can both be heard, which is good.
gosh.
So I'm going to be doing, since for me, I know Mama Champagne, her favorite Christmas story is A Christmas Carol, and there are lots of ghosts in A Christmas Carol. So I thought, why not do a ghostly look would be sort of Christmas appropriate. And so I am using colored foundations. I've been playing with these more. And so on my neck and décolleté, we've got some Sunset Makeup Gray Foundation, which looks like it has a little bit of a green tone once I put it on. I thought that was interesting, but I've got some gray foundation. And then for contours and highlight, I've got Glisten Spectra Base in black and white. So I can do a little bit of contouring to this ghost. And then I don't know if I'll use it, but from Indie Beat Cosmetics, their face base, I have the silver. So if I decide I want any sort of shininess in the ghostly apparition, I can add some silver. So we're going to play with those colors. So Dion, what are you doing for Winterween?
Okay, so Janice, she ended up restarting her phone because after like the 7th time, we were like, okay, if this doesn't work, I would just do it on my channel, and she would
Yeah.
come over here to visit. So yes, she restarted her phone and it worked, but it was just bizarre. I'm going to recreate that my own creation of Frankenstein look with the green and the lines and all of that. And so what I primarily use, what are you missing? Are the Mayron cream paints, and so I brought this over here. We also use Max Paint Pot for the eyeshadow look, and over that, what did I use? I think I might have used this one. This is from Makeup a Murder that was gifted to me a year ago, and I just now got around to actively using it. And for Bog Witch, we use this shadow here to cover up the black and to cover up the black lipstick from MAC. And so that's what I will be using. And I will hold up the cream paint colors so you can see what I'm mixing. Mostly was just mixing the white. No, the blue. I'm still just kind of like out of it today, so that was nuts. Mostly mixing excuse me, the blue and the green to make yellow. And I used one of those newer brushes that I had purchased from, I think it was Temu. And so the one that I used mostly was this brush to
Oh,
do the lines, and one of my handy dandy number 200. I'm still just like, ugh. For the paint on the face, and this one for the primer, and then just a regular brush for the eyeshadow. And so that's what I'm going to be doing over here on this side of your screen.
nice. And I did switch the chat to all chat because it always defaults to top messages. So I should see everybody. So say hello when you come in if you want to chat with us a little bit. We'd love to have you. But yeah, we're just going to be chatting and doing some fun looks. And I've also got From the
Mm.
Spectra collection from Glisten, I picked up
Mm.
two of the setting powders. I also have the setting powders in white and black. So we're just going to start playing and see. I've been loving these colorful foundations, and I've decided that that's one of my projects for 2026 is we're going to play more in the colorful foundations and do interesting cosplay character-esque kind of makeup. So,
And don't forget our pack to work with different eye shapes too
yes.
for next year. Also, because my pictures were my phone, I sent them to my laptop, and so I have my laptop here so I can look. I do know the color was green, and we did black, yellow, and white lines. But oh, I'm gonna go get a fork. I'm
Oh,
not.
yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I have some in my brush bag from when I was at the space. I think I grabbed a couple of plastic forks. Oh, I did. I have 4 in here, so we're gonna use one tonight because we did a fork stash. And
I
so, but
love
I
it.
do
Yeah, I was
wanna.
going to say, I thought the mustache was a fork.
Yeah, it
Look.
was a fork stash. We are fork learning over here. We done did fork bangs, fork fur. Now we did a fork stash. But I do want to buy a box because if I use them here, I can just clean them here. But at the space after I used it, I just throw it away.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm going to plug in my laptop, fit that somewhere, so I can see the look, and then I will get started. But I'm still feeling weird. Like I'm still, my heart is still pounding. Like I'm still feeling anxious, even though like we're here now. Um, I'm just, ugh.
Yeah, that was YouTube is always on its shenanigans. It's always doing something.
Yeah, that was just bizarre. That was bizarre. So I'm
I
moving stuff
will.
that I can.
I'm not going to share them yet because it's going to be something that's in my next video that'll be up sometime this week. This week I'm going to have my Best of Beauty Awards video is going to go up, and I did a thing with some makeup and my face got terribly, terribly stained. And so
Ooh,
today I kind of looked like I had a sunburn, but it had mostly gone away. But you're gonna see. I'm gonna send you once I put the video out on the post tab. I will put up some some of the cleaning process because it was it was pretty intense.
I'm going to. I left out since I didn't do my entire intro the part about Bruce because he's trying to make an appearance.
Yes.
If you hear, he likes to randomly pick up Virgo and belch in videos and in live streams, and I try to be aware of him to say, "Excuse me," and that's kind of what when I went. That's what that was. He was trying to come out to play, but I do try to be aware of him and say, "Excuse me." So I'm opening the pictures on my laptop. Oh, this
And
is a good
sometimes
one.
I just belch because I'm a pretty girl.
You are a pretty girl.
Pretty girl.
Oh, why'd you go so tiny? Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
This is so interesting because this gray, I mean, it's definitely gray, but it's got, and I think my lights might be a little bit warm, so it's maybe even changing it a little bit, but it's got this green undertone. And what it reminds me of is my face just kind of looks like I have on the Queen Helene mint julep mask, which is kind of like it's like a light
Mm.
green clay mask. And
Mm.
I look at myself and I'm like, I look like I have that mask on.
I did receive an inquiry today from someone asking what makeup do I specialize in? And y'all know I just do a little bit of everything. And so I replied back that I prefer to do original creative creations, but I'm usually asked to do regular makeup, natural glam, or something like that.
Yeah.
And he did also ask for pricing for the event. I don't know which event that he's talking about. And so I just told him what my range was. At the least, it'll be 35. That's just a complete eyeshadow look. And at the most, it'll be 90, which will be a complete face. Well, something like I'm doing today, a complete face paint, do some decorations, and I did an eye look, even though it was really basic. And so I did, Janessa, change my pricing. I just need to put it on the website and redo. Um, oh shoot, redo the flyer because it's only relevant to the venue. So I am just opening up pictures.
Oh, oh, Bruce, if you can't even spell pedophile, what are you doing here? Let me go ahead and get rid of you. I mean, hooked on phonics did not work for you, my dear. Let's get rid of you.
I didn't even see that one. Why am I not seeing the chat?
Let me see.
Live chat, all messages. Oh, you know what? Mine's has stalled because now I see yes, fork fur, and then I see thanks from Janet. Yeah, I didn't see his. I didn't think about that before that I need to also put my side on all messages. Like, this is just weird. This is just weird.
Yeah,
So
we
I
might
have
not if I hadn't have switched it, we might not have even known that Bruce showed up at all, but now we got rid
yeah,
of
I know.
him.
This has been a nutty evening, y'all.
So I'm
Oh
mixing a little bit
gosh.
of the gray with a little bit of black just so that I can get a darker gray. Black pigment in like eyeshadow and in these foundations can take over really, really easily. So I want to go on the outer perimeters of my face and I want a darker gray. And I will probably add some of the like black foundation as well, but I want to start by just making a darker gray.
Okay. Laptop over here. I have up to 4 pictures. This view, this view, this view, and this view. And I have that propped up on top of my House Labs bronzers and hourglass stuff. And plug it in so the battery doesn't die. All right. And then I am going to start it.
The only thing I worry about with mixing colors is that if I make a color I really like and I need more, then I have to try to mix the same color.
Yeah. That's the issue I ran into. Every time I would mix the yellow and blue, when I would have to mix more, it was never the exact same shade. So I would just go over like everything I already did. So it wasn't really a hassle. Um, but yeah, that's the thing. So maybe I'll just mix a whole lot this time and not just a little bit. Because I wasn't sure
Hello,
like how
Skinny
far it would
Queen.
stretch. Hey, skinny queen.
Hey,
Did you
you.
say did you say Brittany?
No, I said, hey,
Janessa,
you, Skinny Queen.
I don't know why I heard hey Brittany. I'm tripping. And my nose is cold. I'm counting on these lights to warm me up. I have my thermostat on 72, 71. And sometimes I do get warm sitting here. I'm hoping I do today. So I can start rubbing my nose. All right, I'm still just discombobulated. Oh,
Hello, we are doing well. It took us a little while to get connected, but we are here and we are both audible, and so it's a good day.
yeah, we left and came back at least 7 times. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? Like, that was the new thing. Excuse me. Bring y'all a little closer, or I could just make my face bigger.
I
Okay, so
also really love, I'm a big Noel Coward fan, and I love the show Blythe Spirit. And that, in a lot of productions, that's one of the things because there's a couple of ghosts in that, and they usually paint them gray. And so I love Blythe Spirit, and I always thought that would be a fun show to do. And
mhm.
they just did Blythe Spirit at one of our local community theaters, and the production was questionable. I was a little sad about
I
that.
I see you, skinny queen. I
Dion's
see
getting real close.
you.
Yes, thank you, Janet. Yeah, the lighting has started to work out. I still every once in a while have problems. I think my new thing, I am going to write to my congressman who won't care. I think that if you are going to sell a piece of electronics, that instead of having like a plug, has one of those goddamn USB things on the end of it. I think you should be legally required to have to include the power block that works with that item because these lights because everything in my life is on a USB. So like my webcam that's on my computer is on a USB, the microphone's on a USB, both of these lights are on a USB. And so I have like a power strip and I'm trying to like get all of these different things to like work together. And I had a little power brick that had like three spots in it, and if I plug both of the lights into it, one will randomly just keep shutting off. Like I'll go for like 5 minutes and it'll shut off, and then I'll turn on, and then it'll start flashing and doing weird things. So I have to have everything plugged in completely separately. And let me tell you, so thank you. So I appreciate that because I have been struggling with the light a little bit. So I'm very glad that it is starting to look better. Oh,
One
thank you for coming to
thing
my
that
TED Talk.
one thing that I forgot to do, I'm just showing y'all everything I'm gonna be using. Something I forgot to do at the space was to prime my face. And I'm like, "Oh, Lord." Everything came off really easy, which y'all saw when I did that short live stream of removal. But we are gonna spray my face. First, we're gonna spray the face with, you know what? We'll just do the Mayron barrier spray because I was gonna do the Scandinavia oil control first. Um, I still think we will. This shit right here is strong, the Mayron. So we're gonna spray with the Scandinavia oil control primer spray, and then we're gonna spray with the Mayron barrier spray. And we'll also be using this and this. And I think that's everything. So it really wasn't a lot of products. I
Yeah.
don't think I don't think I used a gray. I think that was the black that was thinning out. When I kept going over, I was looking closer at the picture to see if that was a gray that I also used. But I do think it was just this one, the black one, that as it thinned out, it just looked gray. Because I really don't think I used this for some of those black marks. So that's what I'm looking at. I put this container
Yes, queen.
somewhere.
Absolutely. Why are you going to
Hmm.
sell me the thing without the brick that works for the? And that's how they all are now. Any sort of like plug-in electronic, so many plug-in lights, they just have a USB cord and they don't come with the proper plug, and it makes me want to scream.
Yeah. I have so many USB, I don't know what to call it. The ones you put the USB cord into and then you plug the
Yeah.
other thing into the socket, whatever those are called, the socket ones, I have enough of those
Thank you.
where if something doesn't come with one, which I think is kind of BS, but that's the age we're in where they want everything on our computers.
Yeah, well, and I have a couple. Well, I've had a few of them, but that's the other thing is that so then I had plugged both of the side lights into one of them, and then that block just died. So all of a sudden it had little lights to show that it was working, and all of a sudden it just died, and it now completely
Hmm.
doesn't work at all. And like then this other one that I have that I got at Five Below, so it's probably not like the best quality, but if I plugged
Mm-mm.
both the lights into it, then the one would start flashing and shut off. And so I'm like, what is what is happening?
I am going to grab a paper towel. Or yeah,
I
I'm gonna
mixed up
grab a paper towel.
I mixed up another
I'm in
darker
the
gray.
kitchen, which is over here.
Okay. Yes, the fork, I'm very excited to see the fork come out again.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a good time. But yeah, we're doing another darker gray to work into this contour.
I don't have any leg room on that side because the stool I'm sitting on is against the table leg up here. So that's why I had to do that crazy little dance routine there. So I have a paper towel. I feel like my heart is finally calm. That was a lot. Janessa, I saw that Scandinavia also now has a waterproof, I don't know if a waterproof finishing spray. And I'm
Ooh.
just like, I wanna try that one, but I have so much of
Yeah.
the bridal ones, but not really, because I do use them up, and when I get I refill the little travel size ones with those, but I do wanna try the oil control finishing spray, I wanna try the dewy one, now I wanna try the waterproof one, not that I need it, um, but yeah, so after the no-buy is over, those will probably be, like, my first purchases, and I wish that they sold the 3 new ones, like, in a mini set because you can buy the minis, like, 3 of the oil control in a set, so I'm hoping they do that, but I kinda doubt it because I only saw the 4-ounce ones. Hate it when
Oh,
they
so
change.
Yes, obscure reference. Hello, welcome.
Yeah.
No, we're doing Winterween. So we're doing Halloween mixed with holiday. And so I am going to be one of the ghosts of Christmas. I'm going to be, I haven't decided. I don't know if I'll be one of the regular ones or if Mama Champagne is watching, maybe I'll be the ghost of Christmases where people ask for country western Barbie at least 1,000 times and then didn't get her and got country western Ken instead and have never gotten over it.
Yeah.
It's a very specific ghost that only I am haunted by.
Ooh, and I'm gonna be a green goblin of sorts. I don't know what it is, but
Oh,
it's my interpretation of Frankenstein. Because I look at pictures and I make them my own, which I love to do. And so that's what we're doing tonight. And I did the look down at the space before. And of course I couldn't record it. And so someone's like, "Oh, it's a shame there's no video for it." And so I asked and they were like, "Yeah." So we're recreating that today.
yeah.
Am I gonna do one for Scrooge?
I
Honestly,
don't.
right now, the way my brain is non-functioning, I don't even remember what Scrooge looks like. Oh, is this is
I think
spraying for me.
this is gonna be kind of spooky. So if I was any of the like Scroogey ones, I think it's the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come is the one who's like spooky. Because Ghost of Christmas Present is the one who's like big and jolly and has the cup with the grapes and the first. I don't remember what the first ghost is. I don't because the first ghost is Christmas Past, and I
It
don't know
was
if they were
past,
the ones who
present,
was
and
insane.
future.
Yeah, but they all had like a different sort of look, and so like one of them, but I don't
Yeah.
remember what the look for Past was. Um, I don't know if anybody pops in and knows. Your
I
parents didn't get you stilts. That was probably good. That was maybe okay. Um, I hope you both have fun. Well, thank you. Thanks for popping by. Feel free to stick around and chat. We've got a very friendly community here. So if you want to stay and see how these looks turn out, or if you want to circle back, we would love to have
hello,
you.
hello, obscure reference. Am I missing someone? This barrier spray was spraying weird. I don't know if it was partially clogged or what. It's spraying forward, but it's kind of spraying downward. This is yeah, it's very tightening.
Yeah, this side ended up darker than this side, so we're gonna mix a little bit more of that.
That tall guy that you can't see the face and has tiny people for legs. I have I don't even know what that is. You asked for stilts for Christmas, Janice. Every year you ask for stilts, but your parents weren't about that. Oh wow.
Hello, Aldrich Kuchera.
That is funny. Alright, let me whew, get
I'm always
started.
I have never broken a bone somehow in like 47 years of life. I have never and so stilts would freak me out because I would be worried about falling.
Mm. I've broken 2 bones, and each one was like a different toe on the opposite foot. So it was like my big toe on one foot, and then my second to the pinky toe on the other foot as I was older. The big toe one was when I was a teenager. The second to the pinky toe on the other foot was as an adult. I got big feet. It's like when you something. Hold on, let me use Google. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing the blue and green. And again, these are Mayron cream paints, and I put a lot. Hopefully, I still think I'm gonna end up needing more. Um, I put a huge mountain of blue. Then we want to put in the green. Your last boyfriend got you stilts, and I am too afraid to try them. So you've been asking for them all that time as a kid, and then you get something as an adult, don't use them. I would be scared too. I can't even wear heels properly. Um, so I know I would probably break both ankles and my kneecaps and my hips once I hit the ground. So this is with the yellow on top. Actually, I think I mixed it with the lipstick applicator instead of mixing it with the brush.
Yeah, any stilts walking days I would have had are gone now because These I always joke, and I'm only half joking, that I used to wear like 7-inch platform shoes all the time. And I had a habit, especially earlier in my career when I used to maybe have a few more adult beverages at shows, where sometimes in my 7-inch platform shoes, I would jump off of stages. And so, and then land in 7-inch platform shoes. So my knees at this point are bone powder and hope. And so anything, I don't really wear heels anymore. And stilts, I think, would be out of the question.
I had a thought about Prince because he wore heels and he would always jump off of like speakers and all of that. So
Yeah.
this is blue and yellow that we have here. So we're just gonna put it all over the face.
I'm just trying to blend my neck a little bit. So this is one of the dollar dresses that Angie got me. And this is just like a little shift dress, but it comes with like a sheer overdress that's got like a bow. And so most of my like neck, chest area will be covered up, but I wanted to make sure for the parts that are open that it's gray.
I'm not gonna come down my neck, but I could though. I didn't at the space because I was gonna put on like a hoodie after, and I didn't want to get it on my hoodie, but I could here because then I could just remove it uh before I get up from here. Janet, remind me to do pictures. You know what? Do I need pictures? No, because I did post that short that I did of the removal of the one before on here and on Instagram. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna do pictures. And if they wanna see it, they can watch the live, which I really don't think many Instagram people come over here, which I always encourage them to do, but they don't. I'm not going right up under my eye, and I'm not gonna go up to my lip line from when I had that reaction to that orange.
Oh. Ignorance and Want. What is that from? That's not
It's the
Dickens?
it's
Dickens.
the
Yeah,
name of
Dickens
that
was a
girl.
Christmas Carol, right?
I
Yeah.
have no idea. I feel like I say that a lot. I have no idea. I don't know what you're talking about. I do feel like I say that a lot. So actually, we do have enough green on here, that we mixed.
And
If I
I'm
keep
going
pressing,
to
it'll break apart.
this.
So maybe I'll take a smaller brush and
Hello, Alexandria. Yes, you did get kicked out, and the reason why is we were having all kinds of trouble. So we kept starting and stopping and starting and stopping. And I don't know why this is. I don't know if it's an Android thing or whatever, but when I set up lives on my phone, I set them up as public, but the minute I shut them down, like the minute we end the live, it shifts the video over to private and I have to go in and manually. When I set up a live on my laptop, it doesn't do that, but it doesn't let me set up lives on my laptop and then go live on my phone. However you set it up,
right.
you have to go live that way. Like YouTube really just likes to make things as difficult as possible.
Yeah, and I have Android too, and mine doesn't do that. So like I really don't know. Like
Hmm.
I just don't understand like why.
I did finally find the setting where now I have it set to automatically mark my videos as no, it's not for kids. So it won't like stop
Mm,
me in the process. If I forget to mark that, it'll have it as defaulted to no, it's not for kids. But
yeah.
I haven't found anything to change it where it'll keep it live afterwards. No, it wasn't you. We definitely wanted you here. But every time I stopped it, then it
Right.
um,
Private.
put it down to private. Yep. Oh, A Christmas Carol. The two kids under the skirt of the spirit of
I do
present.
remember that.
I don't know that I've seen that version of A Christmas Carol. I think that doesn't sound for no, I haven't watched it as much as Mama Champagne has. That's her favorite, and she tries to watch several versions every year. I like it, but I don't necessarily seek it out.
Yeah. I'm going
And
to
now I'm
mix
just gonna
some
start setting this with powder.
I'm going to mix some more because as I was tapping, as you see, this was coming off, which means the color may end up completely different. It'll still be somewhere in the green. family, but it's gonna be different. And so I've actually, y'all, used all of that I mixed.
Oh, Janet has seen that one. Okay. So yeah, there were more spirits. Interesting. I like that.
Mm.
I'll have to ask Mama Champagne about that. I'm surprised that Mama Champagne isn't here. Not that she has to
Mm.
come to everything. I'm not like a kid with a choir concert, but I what she's retired. What's she got to do besides watch me on the internet? Like, what's happening, Mama Champagne? What's going on? You're gonna catch me on the replay, and I'm gonna be looking at you. So, what are you up to? What are you doing?
This looks a little bit darker than the first batch that I mixed.
Yes, we are doing Winterween, Alex. We're doing holiday looks, but with a Halloween twist. So Dion is redoing her Frankenstein look that she did. She had a live where she removed it on camera to show how to remove the cream paints. And I am doing a Scrooge Ghost of Christmas sort of spooky look. I'm going to be using the Haunt Me palette from Blend Bunny once I get done blending all of this gray and black and white foundation.
I don't mind it where it does look patchy because remember this is a beast. Right? We're doing a Frankenstein
Yeah.
bride creation troll style type thing. So I don't mind it that it's looking the way it looks. And I don't even think Frankenstein is scary.
Yeah, Frankenstein, like the original story is actually quite sad.
Yeah. There's a newer version on I think I
Netflix.
saw it on Netflix. Yeah. I'm just like, how many times are they gonna recreate this creature? Like
Yeah, they did a really good job with it.
I haven't watched it yet. I saw the preview thing.
Oh yeah, Jack the Skeleton from Nightmare Before Christmas. My cousin Erica as a kid was obsessed with that. I don't know, somehow it hit at the right time where like I was a little bit too old where I wasn't watching a lot of kids movies, and I was also in that like late teenage kind of phase where I was just like, "Oh, I don't watch kids movies." And so I don't have any sort of like real nostalgia for it because I just was it fell at the right time where I just kind of missed it before I got back into like watching animated kids movies and stuff.
And I didn't really watch them that much at all because just life was just a
Oh,
mess. Tim Burton and the Nightmare Before
um,
Christmas. I didn't care for that one. And I think just because I'm more into like the gore stuff. Um, and now that I'm thinking about it, I think that's why I didn't really care for all the Nightmares Before Christmases and Getting Killed Before Christmas or whatever it was. Because that just wasn't my thing, is what I'm thinking now. But I didn't dislike those movies, it was just like a, kinda
yeah.
thing for me.
Obscurest reference asked what our favorite Christmas movies are. Mine, and now because with the whole Jimmy Kimmel thing, I canceled my Disney Plus Hulu, and so I can't watch two of them because they're on there. I usually watch every year I watch Noelle on Disney Plus. That's one with Anna Kendrick where she's Santa's daughter. And then her brother is going to become the new Santa and he like runs away from home and she has to go try to get him, and it's really cute and sweet and I just kind of like it. And then on Hulu, the Jinx and Dela holiday special, which is unhinged and I love it. And then the one that I can watch that I'll maybe watch a couple times this year is Black Christmas 2019. If you are a
Oh,
horror fan, Black
I did
Christmas
like that one.
1974 is okay. 2006 is terrible. And I think that 2019 is the best. Are you a fan, Dion, of the Black Christmas movies?
Um, I'm leaning more yes than neutral, the other ones I'm more just like, "Eh," but I think because it was horror
Yeah.
or some semblance of horror. But I don't have a favorite Christmas movie. But if it's something where somebody gets slashed up, gutted, and dies, and there's a psychological element to it, that I can rock with.
Yeah,
That I'll rock with. Mm.
you
Alright.
love me some Rudolph. Are you talking about the little, like, claymation ones, Skinny Queen? Like, the little, Bert Ives? Like, there's that one that's because there's the Rudolph one, and then there's the, like, "I'm Mr. White Christmas, I'm Mr. Snow." You're
I'm
welcome
just
for that
here to look I'm
one.
just here to look pretty because I don't know what y'all are talking about. But then I think we did black. I'm pretty sure I used this one. So, the reason I went to get a paper towel is to clean off the palette in between colors, and this does wipe it right off. And before I packed it up to leave, I did spray it with sanitizer spray. And so that is that. Sorry for the glare. Yes to clap. Yes to clay stop motion. Old school Rudolph. Hey Alexandria, I don't think I spoke to you earlier. I apologize.
I don't, and I'm finally starting to come around where I can hear a little bit of Christmas music. I worked at the mall for a long time, and so, like, Christmas music was ruined for me from that. But I like
Yeah.
Christmas songs that aren't Christmas songs, where they're actually from other things. Because a lot of times people will play Hard Candy Christmas at Christmas, and it's not a Christmas song. It's from the best little whorehouse in Texas, and it's about a bunch of prostitutes losing their job because the, like, conservative Christians shut down their shut down the chicken house, the
Mm.
chicken wing. And so, and like, we need a little Christmas. That one, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. That's actually from the musical Mame, and
Mm.
it is about them losing all their money in the stock market crash of 29, like, for the Great
Oh,
Depression. And so it's not a Christmas song either because they're just, like, all depressed. And, like, when the crash happened, that's when a whole bunch of people, like, unalive themselves. And so
oh.
that musical happened at that time. And so then they were saying to, like, save their spirits, they needed a little Christmas.
Hey Grace.
Hello, Gray.
Um now Frost. I'm trying to figure out did I do a gray? I'm looking at this picture like what are these colors?
Oh, well, we're glad you can comment now. We've had all kinds of technical issues tonight, so
Yeah, we did.
not surprising, but definitely disappointing to hear if people are having trouble commenting. I probably should have done the white highlight before I did the contour, but Rise of the Guardians is a good Christmas. Oh, I'll have to Google that. I'm not familiar with that one.
I'm familiar with Rise of the Guardians, but not their Christmas one. And maybe I'm ambivalent because I don't celebrate Christmas, so maybe that's why. But even like when I was younger, I wasn't I don't know, I really just wasn't into it. Don't quite know why. Maybe because my world was always on fire, as Janessa says. So we have black, we have
Mm.
yellow, and then we have yellow and blue because we're going to mix up some more green. So I was thinking as I was mixing this about my pricing again, Janessa, because I know not that I deal with, getting my hair done or dyed or anything, but I know, well, I've heard it said by a few people that when they go to get their hair colored, if they have to bring out that mixing bowl, it's going to be a lot more money. And so that's what I'm thinking of now because look how much time it's taking me to do this. You know what I mean? And it's just simple. It's just
Yeah.
blue and yellow, but it just takes time. But that's what I was just now thinking. Like,
I know I'm still fiddling around with this foundation, and I'm like, I hope we get done before we hit 2 hours because
oh my gosh,
YouTube,
yeah,
YouTube always does that weird thing. So I'm hoping we we finish before then, so we don't have issues. But
yeah. I need to move faster because my look wasn't even complicated. And I don't mind if mine looks patchy or grainy because he is like an old creature, or she, since it's supposed to be his bride. And so, like, I don't mind. I'm like, you know what, this goes with what it is. So there's not any stitching, but there are like imperfections, so to speak, that play into what I'm doing. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Damn it.
There you go. I'm gonna just do a little bit more of just the base gray to kind of blend out some of the edges of where I've added the highlight and contour. But I
Mhm.
think no, it happened over here too, Janet. The last time we did a live, we went over 2 hours and it did the thing, and but it was the same issue. So then like Dion started echoing and I got really, really quiet.
Mhm.
And I don't know
Yeah.
what it is. And I don't know why it affects us differently. And it's weird that it transferred back because it could have been something where
Yeah.
like the host would start to echo and the guest would, but no, it's the same for both of us. The same
Yeah.
thing
And
happens.
And when I do my individual lives, when I get to an hour, 53 minutes and some seconds, that's when it spins on my end. And I'm like, oh, okay. And that's when I'm like, oh, damn, we've been here almost 2 hours. I forgot to mention at my intro that I do curse sometimes. But yeah, there's always an hour, 53 minutes and some seconds when I do
Yeah.
my own lives. I'll see a spin, it'll say reconnecting. And then I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And
That
I
is
don't know why it does that. Or if it's just me, like, I don't, or my phone, I should say. I don't know. But
she's a scammer. If you are interested, Angie and I have done the Hot Ones challenge here on my channel. And we have also done the Takis one chip challenge. So if you like people sweating over hot things, definitely check out those videos on my channel.
yeah, that was a sleeper cell, Skinny Queen. It's like, oh, it's nothing. Then it's like, oh, like, wait a minute, okay, there it go. One of the sauces I made, I gave my neighbor. She was like, "Oh, that's good." And she turned around and she turned back around and was like, it was like a sleeper cell, like it just comes out of nowhere. But yeah, some stuff will sneak up on you.
All right, I'm gonna stop
Yeah,
fussing because I could fuss with this forever. I'm gonna start
excuse me.
moving to the eye look.
Yeah, an hour, 53 minutes and something seconds. Always. An hour, 53 minutes and something seconds, like clockwork. And I'm just like, oh shit, let me hurry up. Because it never seems like I'm here that long. So it's just like,
Yeah,
what's
we're always just
happening?
chatting away, and it doesn't see. And then suddenly 2 hours are gone, and we're like, "Oh, I guess there we are."
Yeah. So we're gonna do the black. We're gonna make lines on the forehead, on my 5 head.
Ugh. I swear I have a white primer. Where's my white primer? It's not in here. I thought I had a Juvia's, but this Juvia's one is the little skin colored one that
I didn't
matches
know.
me.
I didn't know what I thought you said Juvia's. Like my hearing is weird today. You said Juvia's, like Juvia's place, her stuff.
Yep.
Okay. I heard Juvia's. And I'm like, then I'm like, oh. Just like when I thought you said Britney or something. Just like, what am
Yeah.
I hearing? Something about like I don't know what's happening with tonight.
All right. So I don't have a white primer. So what we're going to do, let me see if I have a white concealer. Uh, I decluttered at one point. I had a few white concealers and then I got rid of them because I was like, why do you need so many? You don't do that. I don't do like cut creases very often. And you stole it. Yeah, you stealing my white concealer, my white primer. I do have one from Jalopity Staircase. There's still a bunch of Jeffree Star shit in my collection. His whole new attack on trans people, like let me tell you, I could rant about it forever, but this is the white concealer that I have. I'm going to use it because we don't throw shit away. But
I,
yeah,
I have a
self love.
question.
Yeah.
How is he against trans people? he's gay. Even I know it's two different things, but it's all things that like traditional society says you shouldn't be: bisexual, gay, trans, pansexual, whatever sexual. So how, like, I don't understand that.
Uh,
So my question
yeah,
is, like, what is that? Like, how?
yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. And as somebody who not only is gay and has like had a very feminine, traditionally feminine presentation and built an entire company and an entire brand on like non-binary representation, is now like sucking up to all the conservatives in Wyoming and is
Yeah.
going on podcasts and posting memes about how, do you notice if you cut a dog's balls off, it doesn't become a female dog? Like, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
That's
I'm ready to
stupid.
throw hands. Like, I'm just like not gonna do it.
That's
Yeah,
stupid.
and he's just not a nice person. Like, I mean, I think that
Mm-mm.
that is such an understatement. But with him in the past, and I've always said that at some point I might make like a whole video talking about like kind of the history of it or whatever. But um, he's never been like a warm, cuddly, nice person. But there were times where he would like do things, and then he would apologize for them, and then after he apologized, the
He
behavior would
doubles
change.
down. Yeah.
No, the behavior would change. Like, he wouldn't do that again. He would do other mean
Oh.
things and do other nasty things. But like the things he apologized for, he like legitimately didn't do again. And so
Oh.
I was like, well, I don't really like you because you're not a nice person, but I really like the quality of your makeup products. And so I guess if you're apologizing and not repeating it, then I guess and so I kind of became comfortably uncomfortable with like, I like these products enough that, if he's going to apologize and try to do things differently, then I'm willing to go with it. But now this new like attack on trans people, and now he's doubling down, and now he's like going on and really just like it's getting unhinged. And I'm just like, okay, I have to be done.
I just don't understand it. And even like within the alternative community, like there's so many different fetishes and kinks. And so when there's one group of people or person that's like downs another group for what they do, I'm like, all of us do things traditional society says we shouldn't. So like, why can't
Yeah,
we not all just get along? Like, what the fuck?
exactly.
It's bizarre. Just because somebody does a different type of play than you, like you're just having a fit. Like we all doing something mainstream society and religion and family will say we shouldn't do. So shouldn't we
Yeah.
all just band together and be happy and be at peace? It's just bizarre to me.
Yeah. I
It's weird.
I I don't understand where it comes from, but I have come to terms with the fact that there will always be people from marginalized communities who are willing to side with their oppressors because they feel like they get some sort of benefit, some sort of positive thing. And it's like those people are laughing at you. Like, they might let you come out and say all the
Yeah.
like nasty things about yourself because you can get away with it without in a different way than like they could, but they are not supporting you. Like, they are not.
Right.
And
They are
so
not your friends.
I don't get it, but they do it like, Candace Owens and Milo Yiannopoulos and Stacey Dash, and there's all these people that like will just to make a buck. Fox News will put them on and give them a paycheck, and so then they go on and they say their stuff, and
Mm.
and for Jeffree Star, it's podcasts and all the going on the manosphere, and it's like, no, none of those self-proclaimed alpha bros actually like you or respect you, or
Right.
you're parroting the same shit that they say, so they're letting you on, and maybe you're making some money,
Right.
but when the vans come for us, you're going to be in a seat right next to me, bitch. So you decide who your community is, and you're clearly picking the wrong side.
Right. The funniest thing to me with Candace Owens, she was on the Breakfast Club show, podcast, whatever, which I don't watch because the dude Charlemagne, I'm not calling you Charlemagne the God. Like, I'm just not.
Yeah,
Um, and in the black community, we all know that if someone says God is good, whoever's around you will say all the time. And then the first person will say all the time. And then the second person will say God is good. The chick, I forget her name from the Breakfast Club, she said God is good. And Candace went, God is good. and she got clowned for that so hard. They were like, "If she had a semblance of a black card, she don't have it no more." 'Cause that is a known thing, and so the chick looked at her like, "You don't know this?"
Oh, Candace Owens is such a nightmare. And living in North Dakota, like Candace Owens is the like go-to person for racist white women to repost whenever something happens in the news, because then they'll be like, well, people told me listen to black influencers and I found this video
She
and
ain't
blah blah
black.
blah. And I just want to respond to them, and I want to be like, literally listen to any black influencer who is not Candace Owens. Like, you just found Candace
Yeah,
Owens and you stopped there. So if you're
yeah,
getting your black influencer from Fox News, you're doing something wrong. You need to like rethink your choices.
yeah.
Oh, but I see it all the time, because I'm in North Dakota, where we manufacture racist white people. Um, so here's kind of a close up.
Good for you, skinny queen. She's a mess too. Um, there's this thing, that it's a phrase how some people will say, "Oh, I need to put some white on here." Um, like some black people are anti-black, meaning they just like Candace, just dogs you out. But then there's another group that's anti-black and also pro-white, and that would be Candace Owens. So not only is she against black people, but she promotes the stuff that weird ass fucked up white people do. Um,
Yeah.
so you can be both, and she's against black people, and yet she promotes white people. So she's anti-black and pro-white. And I'm not judging. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm just saying that there's like all types of people out here, and some are both sides.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some yellow now. Yeah, and it's just
Yeah.
bizarre. Like
All
it's
show to make money. Absolutely. Except I think he believes it. I think that he's one of those people that I really do think that he really thinks he's getting away with something. I think that he confused more than anything, because I think he does think that those manosphere bros respect him. I mean, it's gross. Yeah, the looks are coming together. We love that. Seeks
yeah.
relevant. That's the other thing. That was the thing, because so many people said, "Oh no, he's still doing all these different things or whatever." And like, because when he started going after other influencers, because they said, well, he's clearly still doing racist stuff because he said nasty things about Jackie Ina and Makeup Shayla. And I was like, and that's probably a question that is not up to me to decide. But also, like, as I was looking at it, I was like, well, he said mean things about Jackie Ina and Makeup Shayla, but he also said nasty things about Tati and James Charles and Manny
Mhm.
and Gabriel Zamora and Nikita Dragon. So I was like, that to me is like, the behavior is not so much about who the person is. It was anybody that he felt was competition, or anybody that he felt was doing better than him. I was like,
Mhm.
that's the behavior. So he's not doing the like crazy racist stuff that he was doing really, really early in his MySpace days. I was like, it's a different behavior. And
Yeah.
so I was like, well, I guess maybe I'll believe his apology. But now that he's just like going full in on this Trumpiness, I hate it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was with Nate, it was a different sort of content. I kind of dropped off during that time though, because that's also when he started doing all of the like humble brag, rich people content of showing off all his Birkins and his new cars. And I was like, I don't care. I would watch him and I would watch Jackie Ina when they would do makeup reviews of a product that I was really interested in, but I wasn't sure about, because they both,
Mhm.
as much as I didn't always resonate with their content, they both shot in like the crispest 4K in the world. And I was like, I'm going to go see what that product looks like on their channel. And then I'm going to
Right.
listen to people that I like and respect and find out what they think about it. But I want to see it. I want to see the swatches on the 4K.
Yeah.
It wouldn't piss on you if you're on fire. Absolutely. Yeah, Nicki
I
Minaj, also a mess. Carrie Underwood.
I used to watch Jackie Ina from when she was Little Pumpkin '05, and I loved her back then. But now, like maybe I don't know when it happened, but it was years ago when she just became unrelatable.
Yep.
And looking at her earlier videos when she was Little Pumpkin to now, it's like you're a completely different person. And I was talking to someone about it years ago, like, did money change her? And people were like, "No, money just made her feel okay to be who she was." And so I don't know which it is, but she did definitely change.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, "She's unrelatable." And so
Yep.
I stopped watching her. I don't even remember, but I know it was a long time ago. But when I first started doing YouTube, she was Little Pumpkin, and she was very relatable, very down to earth. This person, I don't know who this is.
Yeah, I found her a long time ago, and I what the first video that I saw was it was in like 2020, and I was just getting my channel started. I started during the pandemic. I didn't want to learn how to bake sourdough, so I started a YouTube channel. And so like I remember seeing a video where she did the black owned makeup brand challenge because everybody was doing it, right? Like George Floyd had happened and everybody was doing the black owned makeup
Mhm.
brand and like showing support for 5 minutes or whatever. And Jackie Ina really kind of called people out and said, if you're doing a black owned makeup brand challenge and the only brands that you have are Fenty and Pat McGrath, what are you doing? And at the time, that was so true. Like so many of the white creators that I saw, they had Fenty and Pat McGrath. Those were their black owned makeup brands. A few of
Yeah,
them had Juvia's Place. And so Jackie Ina did this whole video and introduced me to like 10 different brands that I had never heard of. And that's how
yeah,
I have a couple of videos on my channel where I did like, here are, 12 black owned makeup brands that aren't Fenty or Pat McGrath. And then,
yeah.
did a couple follow-ups but that's how I found her was through that challenge when that came out because she was like, if all you've got is Fenty and Pat McGrath, you could do better.
And the thing with Fenty is it's not a black-owned brand.
Exactly. Yep.
Fenty owns 49.9%. The Louis Camp owns 50.1%. So if it comes down to the wire, the Louis Camp dictates what happens. So it's really not a black-owned brand. And Pat, they're about to start selling stuff.
Yeah.
I saw it when I see stuff on YouTube, the thumbnail, I Google it because I'm like, I don't know if I want to give this person my time. And so I Googled it and it was like, yeah, they're gonna be selling off some of her stuff. And what surprised me, I commented to somebody that it surprised me this time that they said like who may be buying it. Because if you look through the history of the investors, there's always somebody anonymous. Like they didn't want to know. And so I just thought
Mm.
it was really interesting that now they're saying who may be buying it.
Yeah.
But and so we don't even really know if Pat McGrath is a black-owned brand. Like, when she started dealing with investors, and I kinda think that's what the secrecy was about, and I remember Torrance and I had chatted about it, and he said they don't wanna give up that black-owned woman brand label because we
Yeah.
really don't know who was running it. When she started having investors, it may not be a black woman that purchased all those stocks or that's in control. But it made sense to me when he said that because if you keep it a secret, we don't know. So for all we know, Pat McGrath hasn't been a black-owned brand for years.
Yeah. And even if she was, I was like, the whole point of that challenge coming up again during that time was it was supposed to be let's support like small, independent, black owned businesses. So even if it was black owned, I was like, Pat McGrath is doing fine. Pat McGrath does not need your money right now. Like, Pat McGrath is going to
Mm-mm,
be
they sure
okay.
don't.
There's other brands that could use your money more at this time than Pat McGrath.
Yeah, absolutely. I had forgot about Kat Von D, Dawn.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Carrie Underwood. Wasn't she a singer?
Yeah. She's a country singer. She was an American Idol winner and then was doing country music and then went and did Trump's inauguration and is now in all these conservative groups.
Mm, this is not showing up much. I might have put some black in here.
Okay. Yes, definitely out of touch. Absolutely. Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, Nikki talking down people who have BBLs. Like that. It's so strange. It's so strange when people who have a ton of plastic surgery and then want to like drag other people for having plastic surgery.
'Cause they're delusional and think that theirs looks real and people think it's real. Like, no, we know that
Mm.
you paid for that. It's an illusion.
Into shroud. I'm gonna just
Somebody
start
asked
putting
me somebody asked me if I paid for my derriere, and I'm like, "No, this is homegrown." And I said, "And I have there's more important things I
Yeah,
could use money for than to go under the knife for an ass." Like, I've always had an ass. But I thought it was weird that they asked me that because it was a white guy, and he told me he used to date black women. So I'm like, "Were they all just really petite?"
yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, they were all really thin." And I'm just like, "What the hell?" Yeah, he thought mine was fake. Like, are you kidding me? So when I tell you I have a badonkadonk, I really do. This dude who dated black women thought I had paid for it. I'm like, are you fucking nuts? I'm not going
Um,
under the knife for an ass. So
I am
much.
so disappointed. I have the large plus size person version of white boy pancake booty. I
No
am
way.
I know, like, I'm a big girl everywhere except my booty. Like, I just if you could siphon some from the rest and, like, put it into
Wow.
my booty, I would love that. But
That is
yeah,
so funny.
it is it's a sad situation.
I refuse to believe it
It is so true.
because when I'm places where, like the space, for example, and I see somebody that's nude and they have their person with them, they're doing a scene, and I'm like, it goes from back to the thighs. I'm like, there is like nothing there. And I'm just like, I'm like, wow, like it's a thing. Their back goes into their thighs. Like Trump not having ankles and they call it kinkles. I don't know what the word is for when you don't have an ass. It's just like your back just goes down, goes down through your thigh. But I was just like, oh man. And I've seen people like that. And I'm just like, oh wow, that's a shame. So this is the look I kind of did. I am switching up a little bit, but it was really just like an imperfect type look because it's a creature that they made. And so we didn't do any stitching. But that's why this is okay because it's a creature.
Yes, a Hank Hill ass from King of the Hill. Absolutely.
That is funny. This side is hard for me to see. That's why there's these huge gaps, and I don't really care. I don't care about the gaps. I like quote unquote imperfect, messy, creative looks because it is definitely an original creation. And I'm not knocking like the pretty looks, but I just like just do whatever.
Yeah.
So
I
we
think in service
need
of our trying different eye shapes, I think I'm gonna make this really because usually I come and like really fill out this part. I think I'm gonna keep it more kind of the shape of the concealer, where it's like it almost
mhm.
looks like a butterfly wing. I think I'm gonna have it really sweep out
Oh, yeah, it
like that.
does. We
Try
always
something
call
different.
it a lunch tray. So you're saying I have a lunch tray? But you know what? Mine's
Oh
isn't.
no, lunch tray ass for the flat ones.
Oh, okay. Because I know a black lady. Like my badunkadunk is like this. Hers was like, and it just cut straight in. And I was questioning myself, like, is that real? And it really is. I don't know if it's the underwear she wears with it or not, but how mine's just kind of, and then it's the thighs. Hers just went like cut straight in and then the thighs. And I'm like, and I've known her for over like 20 years. And BBLs, well, I don't know, but I doubt it though. But I'm just like, how does it just like cut straight in? Like mine's is kind of
Yeah.
round and then down. But I've always kind of questioned like, and I'm trying not to stare because I'm like, because I would see her at like family dinners and stuff, and I would try not to stare, but I'm like, is that real or like, like what's happening? Here? I'm putting more yellow on here. We're gonna do our fork stash. So this is basically it, just drawing lines and curves and do I need more black? I think so. Fork stash. I think her implant flipped. We wanna do the yellow no, I think we're just gonna do the black first. And so I'm just moving the fork around in the black, and that's it. Moving it around in the black. Got a fork stash. Then Imma wipe it off. Was it you, Janet, that asked me, like, how long did it take me to do that look? This is how long. Because like, just mixing stuff and I could use different forks, but then, I just kept cleaning it off, and even, like, with the one brush, I kept cleaning off in between and then going back and mixing colors, mixing the same colors, and so it just it's not like a eyeshadow look where you just, dip into a shadow, put that on, pick up another brush, dip into another shadow. So it is time intensive. So we're an hour in. I'll say 45 minutes in for me because I was just kind of still discombobulated for about 15 or 20 minutes. So we're gonna do the same thing in the yellow with the fork, and then we're gonna add this to the fork stash. And that's
Yeah,
it.
so we've got kind of an eye look here. I'm kind of liking it. I think I'm gonna dark it even a little bit more. I used this white shimmer, which is called Shroud, this bluish shimmer called Appear, and then this blue matte called Wraith. And I'm really liking this. I'm liking the more kind of vertical, swept up. It's feeling very Ursula, but I think I want to put a little bit of darkness right on where it swoops up to give it a little bit. Because I think I'm going to use the black pencil that came with this collection and like tight line my eyes. I haven't done that for ages where I do like a full tight line.
Mhm.
Give me strength. We're going to try it. I'm going to go into Noir, which is this matte black. And I'm going to use that just on the edge of the blue.
And so I am still gonna wash this. This is my makeup trash bag. Okay, so we're done with mixing. What did I use the white for? You know what I did? I used the white and black to do gray, but this time we just did more green. We did a lighter or a darker green. So we're gonna put these away, and these just go in here. Do they go this way or the other way? This is where they live. This was from the Dollar Tree, and I do not see them anymore. And I like it because they have the clips
Oh, yeah.
that keeps this from opening. And they stack really well too. That's why I have so many of them. And I did go back and get extra ones for storage on my bookcase, which I did not did I declutter my bookcase? I did declutter my bookcase and rearrange some things so it looks a lot neater. Did I use this for my brows too? So this is the oh the cap Max Black Mirror paint pot.
All right. I kind of like that. That black pigment does take over really easily, but I think I got it blended out with
Mhm.
the blue. I kind of like it. It's sort of like a cat eye that got caught in the wind. Like,
Mm.
I like it.
Excuse you,
Rude.
Bruce. So obnoxious. Take a nap, Bruce.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
why?
All right. So I'm going to set the shadow palette aside. I'm going to use the black pencil and I'm going to line my
Excuse me?
eye. Bruce.
He's being very obnoxious.
Trying to be careful because I've noticed sometimes I don't notice until after I take pictures, but these cosplay foundations, when I touch them to like pull my eye down a little bit to do the
Mhm.
waterline, I definitely leave finger marks. I need to make sure that I clean those up after I do
Mhm.
the lining.
I can say this paint is dry. Like it is this paint is dry. I kinda like how the brows look. No, they're not the same. It's that what is it that you call it? The light and the distance and whatever it is?
Oh, the ancient drag queen secret of CED, the cosmetic effect of
CED.
darkness or distance.
CED. So
Yeah.
what are the words for the letters?
Cosmetic effect of darkness or of
You just
distance.
said that,
Either
didn't you?
one. Yeah.
'Cause back here, I'm like, "Oh, they look good," and when I got closer, I'm like, "Nah, they are not friends today." Cosmetic effect of darkness, CED. Distance, right? Darkness or
Or
distance?
distance. Darkness or distance. Yeah.
Okay. Cosmetic effect of distance. Okay.
Both will help you, and both together are even better.
Yeah. And then Hank Hill ass from King of the Hill. I did not watch that. Um, it seems like a lot of stuff I haven't watched. I bet her skin has had work too. Nothing on Nikki is real. And to me, it's sad because where's the self love and self acceptance? You know, but everybody's not a troll like we are, and so I'm just like, people just and anytime you go under the knife, there's a chance you might not wake up. Like accidents do happen. You might get too much
Mhm.
anesthesia, so you're willing to put your life at risk to have a bigger ass. Like you're willing to die for a bigger ass or a different nose or facelift or whatever. Like, no, I would not. When I had that cyst removed on my wrist, they did knock me out for that, and I'm thinking I better wake up from this. Just having the cyst removed on my wrist. I'm like, this is crazy. And so that's what where is it? You can barely see it. This mark right actually, no, right here. This little line right here is where they cut it to take the cyst out. That little mark right here. Here you go. Yeah, they put me to sleep for that. And it still comes and goes when it wants to. And so the second time they were like, no, we're not going to remove it again because then that increases the chances it'll come back. So then why'd you remove it in the first place? But it was bothersome and it was a little painful. But it would still come and go. But when it would come, it wouldn't be as big as it previously was. And I used all of my paper towel. Damn it. Okay, we'll leave that there. So now take some of this lipstick off. We want to do the eyes. Yes, it's I don't remember how many stitches for this. Also, I don't know if they put me to sleep or not. But this line you see right here, this is 6 stitches. My mom said when I was a kid, I climbed up on a table and I was trying to reach something on top of the refrigerator or something. I fell and I cut my finger. So this line right here, that is 6 stitches. And I can actually see the dots um, from when they put it in to take it out. I would consider it 3 stitches, but they said 6. So that mark right there. I don't know how many. I don't know how many these are, but that I don't remember how many those are on the back.
I'm hoping
So
it doesn't introduce any color, but we're checking things out. We're trying. I'm going to use a little bit of this hourglass finishing powder just to kind of smooth this because I feel like it's a little bit rough. There's a little bit, I've done a lot of blending, but I feel like it's still a little bit harsh in some places. So I think if I go over it with this, I think that'll help soften it up. I hope it doesn't
mhm,
add any kind of peachy tone. I hope it stays.
yeah,
We shall find out.
yeah. So I have had 3 different surgeries. I don't remember this one at all. I remember this one because this is when I was in the military. The only thing I remember about this one is I was crying a lot and I heard this loud buzzing, which is when they were shaving my head so they can get to it to clean it and do the stitches. But that's the only thing I remember about this one is just crying and hearing loud buzzing. I don't remember this one at all. And so yes, there was one other time, um, I did go through a surgery.
Mm,
Uh, Trying to decide if I wanna say why. I'll say it this way because it's emotional for me. Uh, how when you go for your women's clinic appointment and they say, "How many pregnancies have you had?" 1. "How many live births?" 0.
Mm.
And so that was another time when I went under anesthesia. And I forgot about that till just now, y'all. Sometimes I remember when I am spending time with my oldest nephew, I remember because my baby would have been 6 months older than him.
Mm.
And I used to think, like, when I was younger, like, damn, they woulda grew up like brothers, they would grew up together. And so being around him reminds me of the situation. And I like how they phrase the questions though, because it is, well, for me anyway, it's an emotional thing. But that was that. And I don't talk about it often, if ever. I started using my swag YouTube tumbler. So when my tea gets
Ooh.
cold in the refrigerator, I've been putting it in here so that way I can make another batch and have it in the refrigerator. And I just watched this to use it today because I didn't know if Grace was going to want it. Because initially she was saying that her son might take it. And then when she finally received it, he didn't want it. And then I said, "We'll see if your mom wants it or whatever." So I had never even washed it. I just had it packed up sitting in the kitchen. Um, but
Yeah. Well, thank you for
yeah,
sharing that with us. You didn't have to share that, but we appreciate it.
yeah, thank you. Because I was sitting here when I thought about it. I'm like, I tell y'all so much, but then I'm like, this right here though is and so I'm like, I'll just say it the way that they say it because that does make it a little easier.
Yeah.
But I do be telling y'all a lot of shit about my life. And so part of me was like, you tell them a whole bunch of other stuff, but that's really and that's yeah.
That I definitely relate to that because I mean I am chronically online and so much of my like I'm very much an online person. Like I'm always sharing things. I've got my blog and I used to do a lot more writing about my life and I share a lot. And
Mhm.
then when I got divorced, I was all of a sudden in this weird place of like there's all these people that I don't really know that are like asking me questions because they saw that
Yeah.
my husband was no longer listed on my profile. He saw that we were no longer
Yeah.
friends. So they saw that. And so people would start asking questions. And I'm like, well, I've kind of set up this expectation of like, I share everything.
Yeah.
And now it's like, well, how do I decide
Yeah.
what I want to share and what I want to not share? And
Right. I forgot to put regular primer on my lid before I put this paint pot on my lid. I was still very much in my thoughts and in my feelings. Um, and I have it sitting right here within reach, and I completely forgot. Part of it, I think, 'cause I did my brows with it, and then I don't know. Yeah, I got in my feelings. I forgot to put
I
on
think
primer.
I think I'm not gonna do eyebrows. I think I kind of like this look without eyebrows.
I do like that look, and because of the I don't know what that is. You said it earlier. It looks like
The
eyebrows.
concealer, yeah.
Is that the concealer?
Yep.
It looks like eyebrows.
Yeah, so it's a little suggestion. And I think I'm not gonna do blush. I use this. I love this. This is the NYX highlighter in Butta in Black. It's like a purple base with a green shift, and
Wait a
it's
minute.
giving me
Did
I
you say
know.
you might not use blush?
I know. Who am
What?
I?
'Cause you don't use 1 blush. You
I
use
use
6
6
blushes.
blushes,
You're gonna use none?
and there's
I think
something
I'm in the
about
twilight zone.
I know, like, this highlighter is giving me, like, a blushy moment, but it's also got that shine of a highlighter, and I think for a ghost, it's, like, perfect.
What? This is still that, paint pot in Black Mirror. What?
I know, and now I'm rethinking because I was gonna do the red lip, but now with this, like, purpley green, I'm like, "Should I do a black lip with this?"
Yes. You know I'm all for a black lip. Anytime, any look, anywhere. Yes, do a black lip.
I think we have to do it.
What black lipstick do you have? Like, what brand?
I have a couple. I think I'm gonna use the lip oils that came with the collection. Because there's one
Lip
that's supposed to be more like pigmented, and I'm gonna use the black liner to like line and fill in my lips a little bit.
oil? Okay. Is it the lip oil, is it pigmented like a lipstick?
Not fully pigmented like a lipstick, but it is supposed to be like pretty impressive. I haven't seen anything in the chat. If anybody is saying hello or anything, I saw Janet say how many stitches.
Yeah,
And if
that's the
nobody's
last thing I
talking,
see
that's
too.
fine. Oh, and now Skinny Queen popped in. I think we do black on the outer edge lip, then like a dark gray on the inner lip.
Oh,
That
an
could be
ombre
fun.
lip situation.
Yeah, that could be good.
Sounds pretty.
Because
Damn
there
it.
is like a black with glitter.
I think we had put this on the lid and not the paper. Like now I'm confused. So we're gonna put this away. I'm not yet used to using it, so that's why I forget that it's there. I'm gonna have to put the primer away since I forgot to prime my eyelids.
I love that. So it matches
Oh
up
boy.
today. Yeah.
We're gonna go into Bog Witch. Take a clean brush. I'll take an hourglass number 3 brush. And we're gonna go into this shade. Is that the one we use? Yeah, this is the shade we use, and this is Bog. No, this is Grotesque Grotto. This shade, and we're just gonna put this all over the lid. And that's why we took this big brush, this wide brush. Ooh, that's pretty. It's pretty. I didn't have a video scheduled for today, and then I remembered I was going to be on your channel today, and so I don't remember what today's video was initially scheduled for, but I moved it to today, so there would be something on my channel for today.
Hello,
Because
KK.
when I do, hey Kay, when I do live streams, I don't schedule videos for that day. But then I'm like, wait a minute, I'm gonna be over there with Janessa.
Yeah.
Hey, you missed me doing my fork stash. I used the fork to do my stash.
So I don't know if I
So
have
far,
gray glue, but I do have this Maybelline. This is the shade Huntress. Oh, it's looking really brown in this lighting, but it's kind of a plummy gray.
oh,
And so I think I'm going to do this for the ombre, and then I'll put the gloss on top of it.
okay. So I've done fork bangs. I've done fork fur when I did the teddy bear look. And then we did a fork stash, fork mustache. I had to think of something else to do with a fork. Who knew? A fork was, well, I got shadow in my eye. A makeup tool.
Bringing in this highlighter and this lipstick, it is bringing a little bit of Ursula to the whole situation, which I'm not mad about. Yeah, I like this blend.
Ooh.
Those
You know,
poor unfortunate souls in pain, in
I,
need.
I don't think we have put this on our upper lash line, but I think I might today. I have shadow in this eye. It's quite uncomfortable. I'm gonna take Max Caviar. It's on the lip. When I was at the Mac store, their Shade Shift eyeshadow compact is larger than their previous compacts. And I'm like, is this going to fit in the pan? And there's more product when I looked at the grams. And she said they are switching over to whatever size. because I had took it with me in a regular one. And she said it'll fit in the propane.
Hmm.
So that shadow, because of my discount I get, was $6.60.
Oh, nice. I miss the, like, Mac discount. I used to have
Yeah.
it way back in the day. That was
'Cause
good. I
befo
did go and place a big Mac order because I was like, "I don't." You're inspiring me to maybe, like, do something similar to a low buy or a no buy. I haven't decided what I'm gonna
Mm,
do yet, but I was like, "I'm gonna buy myself one last present before the new year starts and I decide what I'm gonna do with my shopping." And, so
mm.
I went because they marked down the Mac holiday sets, and so I ordered a few of those,
Yeah.
and so I'm gonna have at some point, I'll have a live where I unbox them.
We're gonna use the
Hello
same
again,
shadow
Joe.
up here on our lips. Glad you're home safe, Joe. And when I started this project that I'm actually put together in January, I wanted pro pans, and for the shade shift, they didn't have the pro pans. And then I thought about, I'm like, wait a minute, I get a 40% off discount. Like I can pay for the pro pan.
Yeah.
I mean for the compact, because either way, yeah, so the pen came to 660. And so I think the compact maybe whatever it is, I think it's $23 and 40% off or whatever, like $11 and some change. I'm like, I'll still buy it. I'm like, I am straight tripping. I don't want to pay that money for that. And I was in the store like, girl, you tripping. So then that's how I ended up with the compacts. Because the colors I wanted, they didn't have them in the pans. And the shade shift shadows are new. So
Which
I put
gloss do
there,
we think?
so you see where I line my lips and put the liquid liner. And so this green, we're overlining with the green to fill in that gap of skin because I didn't want to take that green that close to my lip because of what the orange did. I don't know if the green would have irritated my lip skin or not. I'm thinking no, because the green, which is the yellow and blue, that didn't irritate my skin, where the orange did irritate my skin. I do think the blue and yellow might be safe to put close to my lip line. But this is what I did that night. And I like how it does just flow right into
The
the
black
fork
one.
stash and it flows into the color down here. Yeah, I really like this. Kay's telling you to do a black. I have a dip in the shadow now. Y'all, this is nuts. And so I do think I'm gonna put black on the upper lash line. I didn't do that. I have shadow in this eye. My inner rims, I'm pretty sure I used this brown from NYX. This is Vivid Rich mechanical eyeliner, and the shade is Smoking Topaz. Because I don't, all the blacks I've tried on my inner rims irritated my eyes. It didn't matter what brand. So this is the darkest I can get to a black is this brown.
So we did the black gloss, which is called Premonition. And I keep looking at my face. I'm like, something's, what's going on? There's something that needs, I don't have lashes on or mascara. I was like, how did you not notice that before?
Yeah, I think I'm almost done. I'll do mascara and then I'll be done. I'm not gonna bother spraying my face again because I'm not going anywhere. I did spray it when I was down at the space when I did this look. We're gonna put a little in the lashes. What would be freaky if I put that white mascara on Skinny Queen? That request you had that I did, and you wanted the white on the lashes. When I looked at that short that I did, my eyes looked so friggin' freaky. I was just like, "Oh my god." That it just made my eyes look like little round pockets or something, but it looked really creepy to me. And I don't know why, because I don't remember my eyes looking creepy like that before with that on. Maybe I put more when I did your look than I did before, but my eyes look creepy as hell.
Yes, we do have to do a wig and we have to put the other part of the dress on. I'm going to grab, I think I'm going to do some shorter lashes. I think I just like this eye look and I want some lashes. I think I'm gonna do the new lashes from Trixie Cosmetics with the Teletubby collection. And yeah, I'm going to put the wig on and we'll put the other part of the dress on. I've got a little bit of jewelry. Look at how cute this jewelry is. I'm so excited. I've worn this once for a show, but it's very Halloween spooky.
Oh, that's
And
cute.
I thought that would be perfect.
Yeah. That wig took me out, Skinny Queen. I was like, "Oh, shit.
That wig
That
was a little bit
wig." Oh my gosh.
brand new eyelash glue that I bought. So this should be good to go.
What I think it was that time, Skinny, with that white mascara was it made it look like I didn't have any whites in my eyes. So it was just you just saw the white lashes and then, like, my pupils. I think that's what it was. But I don't remember it looking like that before. Maybe I put more on for that look you requested. Because you couldn't even see the whites in my eyes. You just saw the lashes and then, like, the brown parts in my eyes. But that looks so freaky to me.
I'm a liar. We're doing big spider lashes. I'm a ghost. I need to haunt it up. We're gonna do the Vixen lashes from Blend Money.
You are funny. Ay, ay, ay. I'll put this on and do mascara, and then I will be done. Yeah, I think that's what it was, cause like, how you see whites in my eyes now, I didn't see that. All I saw was, like, the brown, and it just looked really freaky. I was like, "What the hell? Like, what is happening? What is happening?" But, just
That wig looks really cute. I was thinking though, I was like, I should have gotten her like a shorter one that had a little bit more of a style in it. So it wouldn't have been just so much hair like plopped down, but it was cute.
That was Samara with her hair dyed pink. That shit, I mean, it was just weird too that it just fell, like, straight in the face, and I'm just like, "See me through the hair." This thing is weird. Oh, man, but it was funny, but it was still just like the very first time I put it on, I had sent Janessa a picture, but that I was just like, This is nuts. Like, what the hell is happening?" So when y'all saw me put it on, oh, and then I did it in, I think it was a members something or other, and I was like, "Y'all wanna see the wig?" Y'all like, "Yeah, get the wig." Like, I didn't know y'all were gonna say that, right? So when we did the looks, that was the 3rd time that I had put that wig on. But that wig, I just grazed my eyeball. That wig, and it's a lot of hair, y'all, and it's heavy, like, it's thick. It is thick. And then the flyaways and all of that, and just trying to gather it together. I'm glad I had sense to bring those hair clips over here so I could work on one side at a time, because that was a freaking lot of hair. I did finally pack it up. I had it sitting on, what did I name him? I forgot what I named that head. My Mayron mannequin head. So I finally packaged it up. What did we name it, Janessa? We named it something.
I don't remember.
I
We
asked
named the
Janessa,
wig.
and I did put a note on it, on the packaging of what the name was and the backstory. So Janessa suggested a name, and I'm like, "Okay, so what's the backstory?" So she had, like, this long, elaborate backstory, and I'm just like, "Okay, slow down." Well, it was through text messages, and so I was able to keep going back to
Yeah.
it to write it
The wig
down.
was like she was like a retiree who worked at a used bookstore or owned a used bookstore.
Yeah,
And
and she
she
only
was
drank
like,
Chardonnay,
yep, drinks too
and
much Chardonnay.
she would sing '60s music or something under her breath or something, and it's coming back to me
Yes,
now.
yes, she would sing 60s music, and then she was the type who hated iced tea, but when she made hot tea,
Yes.
she always waited till it got cold before she would drink it. But
And
she
I
hates
forget
iced tea.
her name. I kinda wanna
Yeah,
go get it because now I'm wondering, like, what the name was.
thank
I'm
you. Yeah, these are super cute.
I just have mascara left. I'm gonna go grab it because it's gonna bug me that I don't know what her name is. Put it in my storage bottom. Where is she? Here she is. So her name is Carla. So I have
Carla,
the note
okay.
with her name and her whole life story on here. So yeah, Carla, a free spirit who runs a used bookstore, drinks too much Chardonnay, and is always singing '60s pop songs under her breath. She doesn't like iced tea, but she waits until her hot tea gets cold before drinking it. So this is her whole life story right here. So this is Carla. Janessa has the best stories. So I am done except for mascara, which I really don't think is gonna make a difference.
I'm a very thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. I even in the afterlife, I have to make sure that there's some man to buy me dinner. So we got to put in the effort.
Oh my gosh, yes, Skinny Queen. She said, seeing me try to get the wig hair out of my face reminded me of that scene on White Chicken. It was like that, that's a lot of hair. And it was thick. Well, it's thick, not was, but that hair is thick. Yeah, but it is kind of strange to me, not that I wear wigs and I know, but that it did just fall that way. Like there was the only shape to it was like the curls at the ends, which I do like. And no, I still have not brushed it out or anything because I'm like, I am not giving any more volume to this beast. But yeah, it's a lot of hair. I had a brief moment where I thought, am I going to start incorporating wigs? And I'm like, hell no. That thing. Oh my word. That thing. That was a beast. Carla is a beast. Man. Do any of y'all watch Stranger Things on Netflix?
All
I'm
right, you
acting
guys
like me
thought
in
about that.
person and y'all can just tell me.
I'm gonna
Hmm?
run away for a second. I have to run to the bathroom, and then I'm gonna throw on the other piece of the dress, and then I'll come back
Okay.
and I'll put the wig on, and then I think I'm pretty much done.
Yeah, me too after mascara.
Yeah, so I'll be right back. Talk about me while I'm gone.
Vanessa is so fabulous. Oh man. So we're at an hour and a half. And it took me like 20 minutes to get started. So maybe Janet, maybe like an hour and 15 minutes it took me to do this look. It's I can say with confidence it took me longer to do at the space, just keeping everything contained. Whereas here I can kind of spread out, my stuff. Just as an icon. She's in the moment, absolutely. And she has like the best ideas. Like she really does. Why is my mirror upside down? Because I have it backwards. I'm like, why? Because the on button was at the top. And I'm like, why is the on button at the top? I don't know. You haven't watched the latest season? I binged it over the last 2 days. And I think they're only up to episode 5. And surprisingly, I like that series because usually, I don't know, I think it's my mood. Like if I don't want like hardcore horror stuff, I do like shows like that with kids, well, teenage kids, high school kids, whatever they were, even though we know they're probably a lot older than they are made up to look. And I even like Maze Runner. All of the Maze Runner movies are on Netflix. And so I keep saying I'm going to binge those one day. I've had enough of Hunger Games because I watched those as they came out years and years ago. But I do want to see Maze Runner again. And I think it's 3 of them. How I can't get the scene from Witches. Yeah, that show was funny. When they for casting, what is my favorite mascara? For casting, they made it a point to find white chicks that had the same facial structure and bone structure as the Wayne character they were going to play. And I was just like, wow. Because I mean, I don't know if I wouldn't have thought about that because I don't do movies and find people for specific roles. But I found that was intriguing to me. Like they intentionally look for someone, well, 2 of them, each one for each character that have the same face structure so that they can be as realistic as possible. But we knew who they were, even though in the movie they didn't, but it was a movie. But I found that intriguing. My favorite mascara, I do like the MAC Stack mascaras. This is the MAC Stack Elevated mascara. I do like the MAC ones, the MAC Stack ones. I do really like the Beyond Beauty mascara. and they had gifted me one. They're ending their program as of January something, and so I think I already took their link out of my description box, but I did a shop my link for them in my description box, and I'll still post when they have sales. I think this is like 30 something dollars. But one of my replenishments, I did replenish with this. So that is a favorite. I really like also the Tower 28. Grace sent me the brown one. And I like how this does straighten out my lashes and lengthen my lashes. I also really so all the ones I have I like. So I'm like I think they're all my favorites. The white one from Lethal, I love what it does to my lashes because y'all see it just lifts and separates and all of that. But I'm not gonna buy any of their other colors. And I probably could, but I told myself the PAO was only 6 months. The PAO was reached in July, and I'm still using it with no problem. But those and I do like the Fenty Hella Thick. So all the mascaras I use are my favorites. Um, I'm trying to think like if I could only use one, but mhm. So I am done, y'all, with my look. And we're at an hour and 40 minutes. So maybe an hour and 20 minutes it took me to do it down there, Janet. And so this is my original Bride of Frankenstein creation makeup look. Let's me come closer. And so just random stuff on the face. And people were coming up to me like, I was sitting over there watching you do your look. And I'm thinking, stalker, that's creepy, but it's really not. But people are coming up to me like, I was sitting over here watching you, and I love your makeup. Like, that is so awesome. Like, watching how it came together. And also, I was slower doing it before because I was like, okay, what am I doing? For this time, I'm like looking at the picture of the look I did before. And this one is a little different than that one. Um, and I need to remember Skinny Queen to clean it off my ears. Yeah, so this is my look, and I am done. I gotta itch on
I'm
my
gonna
nose.
do a little bit
Yeah, but
of the
this
white gloss
stuff,
to show that.
this stuff dries, y'all. Like there is nothing. And again, I don't mind it cracking or fading because it is like a creature that was made, and so it's not going to be, flawless type skin. So that was all like cool with me. And I just thought about something. Me saying Frankenstein's bride troll style. Why do I have a mustache? Like I just now thought of that. Like, why does she have a mustache? Probably because I have one, which actually it is no hair there, but it just looks dark right there, like it is a mustache, which is weird. But yeah, my fork stash. Why does she have a fork stash when she's supposed to be a woman? She's androgynous, that's what we'll say. We'll say
That's
she's
right.
androgynous. So I'm gonna unplug my laptop, put this away. Well, not away, but since I'm not at my desk. But I'm gonna close this down. Hmm. All right, let's close you up.
This
I'm
wig
glad we
looks
were able.
really brown on the camera, but it's kind of gray, but it does have some like blondie brown in it. Um, I have one that's like stark white though. I think I'm gonna grab that one.
Mm. Yeah, did I? You didn't? Didn't I? Yeah, I was like, I don't know. I'm like trying to think with one eye closed. Like, did I show that? Yeah, I wouldn't have even tried Tower 28, Joe, because it just was not on my radar. And Grace has sent it to me. She has a tendency, if she thinks that something won't look right or on her, like she'll send it to me. Or if something is too light for her, she thinks like she'll send it to me since I'm lighter than she is. And so I'm thinking that's why she sent this, but I don't know. I didn't ask her like why she sent it. I was just like, oh, thank you. And it being a brown, like this is really noticeable on my lower lashes too, which surprises me. But I do like I'm looking like I have it on now, which I don't. But I do really like this. And so I am intrigued. But I try not to keep open more than 3 mascaras, black in particular. Well, you actually 2, but this makes 3, but this is a small one, so I know I will use this up. Um, so for black, I have Beyond Beauty open, and that's it, and a little black one. The Tower 28, Tower 20 I keep wanna say 2028. 20 Tower 28 is brown and Capacity is white. I do have a Fenty Hella Fix sitting there still in the box because I'm waiting to run out of either the City Beauty probably. Yeah. I think it looks nice, more like a lizard, or you could be a Silurian. I've never even heard that word. Y'all be educating me for real because y'all be saying stuff and I'd be like, I don't know what that is.
Silurian, is that from Doctor Who or is that from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints? I can't remember which one. I feel like I know that word, but I don't know which one it is.
You ain't right, Janessa. That was funny. You ain't right. That was funny.
Doctor, okay, good.
And I didn't watch Doctor Who. Y'all be talking about stuff that I'm just like, I have no idea. I have noticed with this cream paint though, as it cracks, like it will start to get flaky. Um, which again, I don't mind because it goes with it's a creature.
All right. So that lip oil definitely reactivated the liquid lipstick. So I tried on the white just to see how it looked, and then I added another layer. I wiped it all off and took another layer of that lipstick. And then I think I'm going to put a little bit. This is that Wet n Wild. No, I'm actually going to do that same, the Butter in Black, the NYX. I'm going to put this onto my lips because then it'll all
Yep.
be the same colors.
Yeah, you knew that Janessa would know. And if it's a song, Tanya will know. So for the look I did, y'all, we only use 5 brushes. That is it. But not a lot to watch. Looking here.
Yeah, Bruce has been pretty quiet. Bruce came out swinging a couple times at the beginning, but has been
Yeah,
pretty quiet.
I think he wore himself out. Yeah, because he was pretty obnoxious a little while ago. I do too, Joe. The white wig. And I think it's because the other wig looked more like your natural hair color. So it just looked like you
Yeah.
had more hair.
Oh,
That's hilarious. If you know. Yeah.
I have to do more highlighter. This this no blush thing is weirding me out, so I have to do a little more highlighter.
I like your look though. I enjoyed Beast and Me on Netflix. I have not watched that. I'm gonna have to look and see what that is. Was it a horror movie, Janet? If it was, I'll definitely watch it. Surprisingly, I like the Train of Busan because they're speaking. I don't know if it's Korean, Japanese, or something. And I don't like to read movies. I like to watch movies. If I want to read, I'll read a book. But they did have subtitles, and it was so interesting that I actually enjoyed watching that movie, even though I had to read it. And it kind of surprised me because I hate reading movies. I'm like, I want to watch a movie and read a book. That was a really good one.
Yeah, here we are. So we are done.
We
This is
are
exciting.
done. Are
Really
the
more
neighbors back on schedule? If you're talking about the ones where the thumping, they moved out long time ago. They moved out years ago. Thriller or suspense, not horror. I'll see what it is. Let me see the name of it again. The Beast in Me. Yeah, I'm gonna look that up. Because I'm gonna fix lunch and then eat and watch while I watch a movie. Yeah, they moved out years ago, Skinny Queen. Yeah.
All right.
So this
So
is
you can let me know in the comments if you want to circle back around to the video after it's done, and let me know, what am I the ghost of Christmas blank? What kind of Christmas ghost should I be with this look? Let me know. Yeah, we
and
are so cute.
well, you're cute. I
Oh,
don't know. I like your nose. The little ball on your nose. That's
I always have to
cute.
have a little highlight on my nose.
And that was always on a Saturday? This is what, a Monday? So it wouldn't have been today anyway. She was listening for the bang. Yeah, they moved out years ago. The ones there now are Hispanic in some sense or Dominican Republic because they speak Spanish sometimes. Um, and the other ones weren't. They moved out years ago, the other neighbors. It's been quiet over there lately. I wonder if they went away.
Right.
Yeah.
The
The Smith
Christmas
Secretary
Secretary of
of
Secrets.
Secrets.
I like it. I like it.
If y'all wanna see a movie that depicts DSMS type stuff, is called The Secretary with Maggie Gyllenhaal. Her brother Jake is the one that did whatever movie he was in. But that's realistic,
Oh,
unlike 50 Shades of Grey, which was just abusive. I'm like, that was
no.
horrible. But for a realistic depiction, if you watch the movie The Secretary, even though they didn't do the consent thing, echoing, it is way more realistic than 50 Shades. And I think that's on,
Mr. President, I like it.
it's either Netflix or Tubi.
I like it.
Ghost of Happy Birthday, Mr. President.
Oh, it looks like it restarted for me. Are you getting an echo?
Yeah, I saw it spin on my end.
I just noticed
It's
that the
so weird.
timer started over. Are
Actually,
you
you went
echoing?
your side went black and then it brought you back.
But I'm
Yeah,
getting
so I'm gonna stop talking since
Am I quiet?
the echoing is annoying.
Oh, so it is echoing. Okay. Oh no. Well, I think that's a good time for us to end because we have hit the refresh time for YouTube. So I want to thank you once again, Dion, for coming over to my channel and doing some Winterween. I'm very excited. I'm very excited with how our looks turned out. This is a lot of fun. Why don't you go ahead and do your goodbye? Oh, oh.
We're back at like 3 seconds. It completely started us over.
Yeah,
Oh my
apologize.
word. This is creepy. I will be live on my channel tomorrow night. I think we're doing a beauty face off, but I'm not sure.
Try to go out and come back in again because one time that fixed it.
Okay.
Let's try it. We'll see. Dion will be right back. And hopefully I will not be as quiet. Okay. Let me see. I should get a notification. Hello. Hello. Now I've frozen. Oh no. We'll just say goodbye. We'll just say goodbye. Bye bye.